Good morning, YouTube, and happy 4th of July. Here, just a moment. I need to fix this over just a tad. There we go. Well, hey guys, my name is Nicola Dickens. This is Free My Cure. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, whichever the case may be. I am going to share this feed out to the world, if you can give me just a moment. And we will do this. So I hope everybody's had a great last couple of days. I am so sorry for not being around. I've had a couple of really bad days. So that's where I've been, kind of just stuck under the sheets, relaxing, trying to get, I don't know, to some point where I can actually get out of bed without being all depressed and nasty and yucky and whatever. So I thought today we're going to do something a little bit different. Let's talk about the things that we're thankful for. Because I know that I'm thankful for a lot of things. You guys are thankful for a lot of things. A lot of things have been, good. Uh-oh. For some reason, I have two. Whoopsie, my bad. That didn't work. Nice. Delete. If I can get this shared properly, we will get this going. I am so sorry. Oh my goodness. Use the finger. I don't have a nail on. Maybe that'll make things a little quicker. Alrighty, we're just going to go ahead and throw this one on Instagram and away we go because I don't know what's going on. For some reason, all of our social medias yesterday were on the freaky side. Nothing wanted to work. Couldn't get anything to go live. Couldn't even post a picture to Facebook without it giving you that error. So today I'm hoping is a better day for all of us on these channels. Okay, so today we are reviewing V11 and Now and Later. This is what I have left of it at this point, so we're going to go ahead and dab this up and see how great she is. Just because I do love a good concentrate. Let me get this one so I can see my comments, and then we will heat up our dab and go to town. Wind is blowing stuff around today. Pull my little bong down, as you can see. Hey Christy, how you doing this morning? I hope you're having a great day. It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? I know, right? Mr. Rogers. Heaven forbid. You know, that guy scared the crap out of me when I was little. He just didn't seem all there right. So, every now and again, that song pops in my head and I'm like, ugh. What you smoking on today, Christy? Anything new? Anything good? Anything exciting? Do you guys have some exciting 4th of July plans? We will probably just stick around home. Since I've been under a lot of stress and haven't been feeling really well, my agoraphobia has been kicking up, and that's another reason why I haven't really been online too much this week, is because I put my set outside for a reason. Well, for two reasons. The first reason is it's great lighting and you can't refuse that. The second is if I put the set in the house, I wouldn't go outside every day. So I had to make it to where I made sure that I went outside every single day, so that's why it's outside. And it's been tough on me the last couple of days. Good morning, Miranda Lynn. Yep, staying home and avoiding crowds. You and me both, girl. I can't handle those crowds. It freaks me out. I end up putting my face in, don shirt, and security has to rush me out. It really sucks. I get such bad anxiety attacks from it that cannabis does help, but it doesn't help enough. I can't get high enough. Well, I take that back. If I eat a couple of edibles, a couple of really strong edibles, I can get high enough to where I can get in those crowds for a short period of time. However, once it starts to leave my system and I start coming back to normal, I'll flip back out if I'm still in a crowd. So it really, really sucks to be in that position, to have agoraphobia. I love people, and it scares the hell out of me to go meet new people, and that shouldn't happen. I shouldn't have that problem. But I do, and so if any of you guys have that problem, I sympathize with you. It sucks. So, as always, guys, fuck anxiety. Oh my goodness. So today, doing this review, I chose my dirty banger just because I know that I can get that sucker good and hot and get it going. I needed a good hit this morning, and there it is. Yay! Ooh, that one's got me. That one I might need a minute. Yeah, happy 4th, cuz! Woohoo! I have to smoke before I go out to socialize so I seem normal because anxiety sucks. It does. And you know, because it runs in our family, so that sucks even more, because no matter how much you try to avoid it, it's kind of in our genes, and I hate that too. So, but I thought this was really cool, so I wanted to share it. I actually have a couple things I think is really cool that I want to share. I was at PetSmart yesterday. I had to go to the doctor, and so I stopped at PetSmart because Mr. needed a collar. He didn't have one. He lost it. So I had to buy him a new collar. And I ran across these Blue Buffalo red, white, and blue bars. They're crunchy dog biscuits, but they have CBD in them to help calm them down for the 4th of July, which I thought was pretty amazing. So I decided that since it's 4th of July, and since the bag is so beautifully festive, come on, puppies. Let's give you your cookies. No, you have to sit. That's not sitting. You're good boys. Yeah, you're good boys, aren't you? Yeah, you're good boys. So, yay. Woohoo. So, let's go ahead and talk about this. Good afternoon, Ken. How you doing? From Dallas, Dr. Pepper Power. You know it, buddy. Oh, goodness me. Dr. Pepper, that's the way to go. I actually just watched Dr. Pepper's commercial on YouTube. It's actually really good, and I don't really care for a lot of commercials, but that one I actually really like. So, the 11 is a 50-50 hybrid. I have no idea who the origins of this particular strain are. However, it did win the 2011 High Times Cannabis Cup. The 11 is an outstanding strain, sativa dominant hybrid with the medical marijuana category, as has a pleasant fruity aroma. This strain is a favorite among patients as a daytime medicine. So the effects are focused, energetic, talkative, hungry, and tingly. I always like it when they put that in, because I always wait for that tingle to start showing up. I've actually only had one that has actually made me tingle, and that one was Parasoji. So we'll see if this one does it. The medicinal properties of this will help with spasticity, depression, pain, stress, sleep disorders, lack of appetite, ADD, ADHD, arthritic, chronic pain, and GI disorders. When it talks about spasticity, basically, in order for that spasticity to help you, you need to have it in a cream. So just smoking it does not help with that. So I'm sorry, ladies, I have heard it on the other end, and that is absolutely incorrect. It does actually have to be in a cream or something that you're putting it on your actual body. So now and later, it is an indica hybrid. It is from Blue Power and Candyland from Earthfire Genetics. This one is a rare and exotic strain. This rare and exotic sweet and sour strain packs a punch with a heavy sedative body and head high. The effects are relaxed and happy. Medicinally to treat pain, stress, insomnia, loss of appetite, and muscle spasms. So, I love the ones that say muscle spasms because that's where I get most of mine from. So, whoops, I almost fell off my stool again. So, when I have to take the car and I have to go to the doctor or whatever, I have to get up at 3 in the morning to drive my husband to work, and then I have the car. So, I have to leave, or I have to make sure that I pick him up at a certain time because he gets off earlier in the day. So I was walking around Lowe's, and I personally have never seen a fuzzy plant. So I bought it. So this plant, I'll bring it closer to the camera, but this plant is the coolest little thing. Very, very interesting, but it is furry. And I'll give you the name of it here in a moment. So I thought it was kind of cool. And I thought it would be something neat to share with you guys. Here is, does this one not have a tag? Let's see, this one is Celosia, Celosia, whatever that is. So it is actually a fuzzy plant. This particular one, they come in a whole bunch of different colors, but I got the pink and the light pink, and it looks like it'll have some white come out on it. And then this fire chipotle started blooming as well. So this one's got little purple flowers all over it, and it's really, really cute. That one's a little harder for me to get closer to the camera, but I will take pictures of all of these and put them on my Instagram. So just because they're really cool. So the plants I find when I'm out and about just screwing around. And then I bought some other ones, but together I paid like $5 for both of these little plants, and there's 8 altogether. So I thought, that's not too bad. I've had worse. I've seen worse. So I decided to go ahead and give it a try. So I'll let you guys know how it works, or well, you guys will see as it grows up. But yeah, I thought it was really cool. Fuzzy plants. Yeah, it does look like a plant at a Dr. Seuss. And it's like they call it a ground cover, so I guess it spreads. So I'm really curious to see what it looks like. So I kind of transplanted one so far into a bigger pot or into a bigger container, just to kind of see as it's in a bigger container, will it do any better? So I was kind of curious about that. But yeah, it does kind of look like a Dr. Seuss plant. So it's something I would definitely stop to look at if I were driving past and saw a field of them. I'd be like, okay, no, that I gotta stop and see. I've never seen a fuzzy plant. So yeah, it was funny. And then I get in the car and husband's like, I'm like, I've never seen a fuzzy plant before. It was only, and you got the 2 for $5. And he's like, you're so funny. He's like, if it's fuzzy, you have to have it. And I'm like, yeah, I like my fuzzy stuff. So, because I get like all those fuzzy blankets, and I love those things. Something about it, I lay with it and I'll rub it right here, and it helps me go to sleep. A little weird, but yeah, when I went through chemo years ago, one of the things that I found was that it caused me to not be able to sleep well. And I had to find different ways of going to sleep, or of getting myself to relax enough to go to sleep. So I would use things that were fuzzy, even if it was a stuffed animal, and I would rub it on my chin. just to get that relaxing softness, and it was easier for me. I liked it that way. It was more comfortable, and it's just one of those things that ended up sticking. So Don Lear, my husband, laughs at me all the time. He's like, you just sit there and rub, and you're just, he's like, I should put furry somewhere else if you want to rub something. But I'm like, okay. Sorry guys, that's just the guy's mentality, I guess. So. But it makes it easier for me to sleep. And then at nighttime, I'll take, because I sleep on kind of on my stomach, so I'll take the tops of my feet, because they're all pushed down, and I'll just take and rub them on the bed just to kind of get that relaxation out of it. So that's one of the tricks I use when I can't sleep. I don't know if it's something that will help anybody else, but it is one of those weird things that I do. So there it is. What's up? I didn't pet nobody else. Why are you sniffing me like that? I didn't cheat. I was a good mama. I didn't cheat. I'll tell you what, when I go someplace and come back, both of them, they're like sniffing at my feet. They'll sniff at my hands. They'll sniff all the way up my leg. Here, let's do this, and then I got a story for you that's really funny. Fuck anxiety, guys. So, I leave and I come back, and Malamutes and Huskies are very territorial about their space, about their people, about their everything. And so I come home and they will start sniffing all the way up, both of them, my hands, my legs, my feet, everything. If the little one can get to my butt area, you know, that's right where he goes for some reason. He seems to think I pet other dogs with my butt. I don't know. So, and that'll be the whole phrase that anybody remembers, is that I petted a dog with my butt, which never happened. But one day I leave and I come home, and I had gone to like PetSmart or something, and the training class had just let out, and there were 2 Huskies in the training class. So, of course, me, oh my God, my breed, woohoo, snow dog, I gotta pet, I gotta love, I gotta see. And I gotta touch. I have to touch. I have ADD so bad that when it comes down to it, and I get that impulse of wanting to touch, if I don't touch, I feel physically pained, because I'm like, I gotta touch. So, of course, I'm petting and loving, and these dogs are loving me, and I get home, and little one sniffs me, puts his nose up, and walks away. Wants nothing to, he only sniffed me for like 2 seconds. It was really short. Puts his nose up and walks away. He's like, fuck you, Mom. I don't think so. Big guy here. Fuzzy butt here. Snow dog here. Smells me. It's like, all right. So he keeps smelling, and smells both legs up and down, smelling my hands. I'm trying to pet him to make him feel a little bit better. He's smelling me, and you can just see it. He's not happy, and you can see it. He looks up at me like, yeah, Mom, whatever, Mom. All of a sudden, Dawn comes in and starts talking to me. My husband comes in and starts talking to me, and asshole down here lifts his leg and starts peeing on mine. Yeah, I'm like, dude! Dawn, or my husband, is rolling at this point, because my service dog is now peeing on me. Service dog. Dog that should know better starts peeing on me. So I'm like, all right. Him and I get into a yelling match, to where I'm yelling at him, and he's yelling back at me, barking at me, and I know the words that are coming out of his mouth. You bitch, you mama, you're not supposed to be touching another dog. You're my mama. And oh, he's mad. He like lifts his lip and he growls at me a little bit, and he's just pissed. And I can see it. He walks over to me. He looks at me and he huffs. Little asshole. Huh. Yeah. All over me, and he lifts his head and he walks away. He stands at the back door, turns around, and starts barking at me again. And he's not being real nice. He's like, bitch, open this door. I need to go outside. I'm mad. Oh, he is livid at this point. And if you have ever seen a husky or a Malamute when they're not happy with you and they have something to say, they say it. And they say it a lot. So after that, I let him outside. He wouldn't talk to me for like 2 days. He wanted nothing to do with me for 2 days. And then I was sitting on the couch one day and he decided, okay, Mom, I want you to love me, so I guess I'll accept the apology. And it took him like 15, 20 minutes of me sitting there rubbing his belly and his back. And he finally kind of gets up and licks my face like, all right, don't do it again, Mom. Well, then I want to say it was about a year later. An old friend comes by. And the last time Rafi saw him, he was, I don't know, 6, 7 weeks old. He was little. And he had an attitude because he wanted a snow dog, and I got one first. And I guess Rafi picked up on that. So, and I guess Rafi felt like, I don't like you. You're impeding on my space. I don't like you. So he lets me know he has to go outside. He will not let this guy touch him. Won't do it. Well, this guy reaches over and he gives me a hug because we're standing out back with Rafi and Demon at the time, the female, and he gives me a hug because he's about to leave, and Rafi saw that, and he's like, oh, hell no. And he comes trotting up to me again and pees all the way down my leg as if to say, that's my mom. I'm like, you asshole. So yeah, my dog has actually peed on me twice. So yeah, him and I bonded when he was about 5, 6 weeks old, and ever since then he was always my dog. The kids would play with him and everything, but they would laugh. That's Mom's dog. He lets us play with him, but that's Mom's dog. And he just, I don't know, he let everybody know at the very beginning that I was his mom, and that's all there was to it. And when he went into the training class, he was gone for 3 weeks. I didn't have him because they take him and train him and then give him back. Well, he was gone for 3 weeks, and they just said, you're going to have to come in and help us because he will not focus at all. And he was, I want to say 2, almost 3 when he went through that training class. He did, and then once I came into the picture and they started training us together because he was just impossible. He caught on so quickly. He actually, one of the other people that was actually in our class, because this happens, I guess, more often than not. But one of the other people in our class, he was epileptic. He had epilepsy, and he was about to go down, and Rafi kept pulling me towards him and barking, as if, he was trying to tell me, hey, Mom, something's wrong. And the trainer's like, and went through this list, did you have any of da-da-da-da-da? And he says, yeah, I'm epileptic. He goes, I need you to get down on the ground right now. And he's like, okay, why? He's like, because if that dog right there is telling me what I think that dog is telling me, he goes, you're going to have a seizure. Not 2 to 3 minutes later, the gentleman actually did have a seizure, and Rafi was right there, and he would not leave the gentleman. Even though I was with him, he was like, nope, he was going to help him through it all. He was licking his face. He was trying to comfort him. And his dog was kind of freaking out, so I had his dog because, his dog is, or his human is having an issue, and my dog's right there, and his dog was like, oh my God, what the hell? So the trainer's like, okay, we swapped. And Rafi did so well that he said, if you ever get around epileptic people, and this is what he does, he naturally has an instinct for it. And I thought that was really cool. I worked with kids for a long time that had disabilities through SSI. And there was a couple times Rafi was with me and did alert me to that one of the children going to have a seizure, which I thought was amazing. What these animals can do, what they can sense, what they can smell, is absolutely crazy. He actually helped my doctor know that something was wrong with me. He kept trying to grab the doctor's hand with his mouth and pull the doctor closer to me. And he's like, okay, this is a service dog. What's he trained for? So da-da-da-da-da. So he's like, okay, let's do some further tests because you've had cancer in the past. Let's see what the hell is going on. And it was really cool that, that's when it was cool, it wasn't cool. It was like, wow, he's smart as hell. And a pain in the ass. But yeah, he's a great dog. Animals are so amazing in my eyes. I love them. Dogs are funny. Yeah. So yeah, I've been peed on by my dog. I mean, who has a story like that to tell? I also one time got pulled over by a Canada Goose. I was driving to a grow one day, and I was coming out on our main road, and I got about 3/4 of a mile down the road, and all of a sudden there is this Canada Goose that drops down in front of the truck. I had to slam on the brakes because I'm not hitting a Canada Goose. You don't hit a Canada Goose. For those of you that like Letterkenny. But it was funny. Very shortly after that Canada Goose shows up, you see the parents come running out trying to get the goose to get back home. So I'm driving a Dodge half-ton truck, and I'm driving like 2 miles an hour behind this goose because this goose wants nothing to do with his mom. So I have to, because the truck is a diesel and it's loud, so it scares this goose to going home. So I had to drive behind this goose so this goose would run all the way home. So yeah, where I live, I mean, I've had some very, very interesting encounters. Some really, really funny ones. So yeah, I've been pulled over by a Canada Goose. So yeah, there you go. So guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to join the Wheaties family, to where I'm going to start sharing a little more of those funny stories because it is kind of fun to do. And I think that you guys will really like them because some of them are pretty funny. I mean, I've never heard of anybody getting pulled over by a Canada Goose before. I think I even have pictures of that goose on my Instagram. It's like a year back, but I do believe that you'll see a picture of the Canada Goose on my Instagram and some film of it, to where I'm trying to scare this Canada Goose back into its little den area. So I do believe I did post some of that stuff. It is funny. Let's do us another dab. And then we are out of here for the day. I hope everybody has a great 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. I am going to clean up the house a little bit. And I was actually kind of considering watching Independence Day today just because it's one of those little traditions that I like to do. That and hubby works today. He's off all day tomorrow. So, got to do something to entertain myself. Otherwise, I'll just end up falling asleep or smoking way too much. However, I do have to fix my fingernail first. So, as always, guys, fuck anxiety today. So good, so good, so good. So that one was a little hot and hurtful, which was amazing. However, my face is kind of numb and warm, actually, and soft. So my ears are starting to ring a little bit more. I can start feeling it a little bit more in my head. I'm more relaxed. When I started out today, I was at a pain level of about 8. My anxiety level has been pretty high. I want to say about a 9. Waiting for this to... You can start feel it hitting your throat. Oddly enough, you feel this in your head first, and you can actually feel it moving down your throat. It has a little bit of a spice burn to it, and it's really odd. It has like this delayed reaction. You can kind of, I don't know, you can feel it moving down your body. Cottonmouth is a big one. I can taste that or feel that now. So yeah, you can actually kind of feel it coming down your shoulders, into your back. So yeah, this stuff definitely gives you one heck of a euphoria, which is really kind of nice. It's an easy euphoria. It's not like it's that euphoria that hits up against you, like you're hitting a wall. You get major couch lock, but you do get kind of a light, easy euphoria with it. I would have to say a beginner smoker with this particular strain or this combination of strains would probably be a good couch lock. So this one I would recommend more for an intermediate to an advanced smoker, especially if you're going to do multiple dabs like I did. So, but for the most part, I'm going to have to say my pain level is dropping to about a 6 right now. So I'm nice and relaxed. I am like good to go. I'm going in and finish cleaning the kitchen and then maybe watching the Independence Day. I can see the comment pop up there, but I can't see it when it pops up here. It's so weird. So that is it for today, guys. I hope you guys have a beautiful 4th of July. Stay safe out there in anything you do. There will be a lot of people out there, especially this evening that have been drinking and driving. So please stay alert. Don't drink and drive, and have a beautiful day. Mwah! Mad love, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Aw, yeah, I love you too. Oh, Mr. Fuzzy, Mr. Soft Fuzzy, yeah. Oh, this strain definitely heightens your senses. So, the Dr. Pepper tastes especially good, and he feels especially soft. Oh, Jiggers. Oh, yeah. Bye, guys. Happy 4th of July.